Thank you once again for joining us on our new segment. Today we are going to be discussing about understanding how a father plays a perfect role in child development. And today we have a special guest by the name Hilary Bathimboro, who's a father and will take us through this journey. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you, Miles. Thank you very much.
Thank you too. So I'll start with the first question. What does it mean to be a father?
A father, there are several definitions. First of all, there is the dictionary definition. A father is somebody who helps in a creation of all recreation. As it's said in the Bible. A father, in the other definition, is somebody who takes responsibility, who takes charge of a family. That's a father, his family. Yes, that is the definition we have of a father. Yes. And a father have got also a lot of responsibilities. That's why he's a father. He brings forth children in this world. That is creation. Secondly, he must take charge of those children. And in taking charge, there is what we say the three basic items in any growth or any family. There is shelter, there is the food, and there is clothing. Those are the three basic principles which a father should have. So the minute somebody provides all that, he qualifies to be called a father.
So with that, a follow-up question will be like, what does fatherhood mean?
Yeah, fatherhood is wide. You can practice fatherhood without being the biological father. Fatherhood, it is a state where you are a father, or you are responsible of one or two or several children. You are providing for them. You are giving guidance. You are not necessarily the biological father. So fatherhood can be either biological, can also be in the society. You see, especially in African society, we have people who we refer to as fathers. Even your neighbor, your villager, a responsible person, can practice what is called fatherhood. He will guide the children, not necessarily his, even for other persons in the particular community. He can guide them, he can advise them, and he can even discipline them. Remember, when you are small, any particular father or any adult person could discipline you, and times even very, very tough. So we used to fear parents, grown-ups, and that is a way of looking at things like fatherhood. Yeah. The other aspect of fatherhood, like I said, there is you can be a father of one or many children, not necessarily one. So, but when we specifically talk of a father, like we said, there is a definition of the dictionary which brings creation, and there is the definition where it is responsibility. And a father have got a lot of roles. Maybe we will come to those roles. Yes.
Even from what you are telling me about, you could be like any parent, like any elder or
Yes.
an adult can punish you or be like a father figure to you, not necessarily like your own biological father.
Yes.
So that even brings me to our generation, especially ours, the millennials. Do you think there is a fatherhood problem in our generation? Because nowadays people are very private. You
Yes.
cannot really discipline another person's child.
Yes, yes,
Not like in the olden days.
yes.
So, do you think there's an issue with our generation when it comes to fatherhood?
Okay, it is, you know, the society and the world is dynamic, changing, and people or parents have looked at things differently. Like I said in the beginning, when you look at the fatherhood aspect, first of all, that is the state of being a father. That is the first definition. That state of being a father. And I said a father, it can be the person who is bringing support, who is providing, and even the one who has created, who has fathered that particular child. And then fatherhood can also be considered in a group. Yeah? In a group, like people who are initiated, who are my age mate, you look at them as fathers. So that is when I talk about group, it is in that context. And the third one is, like I said, you can have many children. Even my brother, my sister, my brothers, my uncles, they are also father to my children. So that is when we are looking at when we talk about a group. And of course, I talked about the state of having one or more children, adopted, even helping. Those are your father. They even call you father. Even respectively, they can call you father. Now, when you look at the items, the way we are now bringing up our children, children have not known really fatherhood because there is no father figure in the house. And again, even if there is a father figure, maybe it's an absent father. He's very busy. He comes late in the evening and he leaves early in the morning. So they don't even connect with the child. Maybe over the weekend when they should connect and when they should have a good family time, he's busy with the functions or even businesses. So he will be away most of the times. So now children, as they are coming up, they have that problem of really knowing where do I belong. Eh? There is what we call the values. There is the norms, the society values, the society expectations. And a child needs to be guided by a father figure. Okay, the mothers are there, but at times there is that motherly love, which does not. Okay, a father figure should also show love, but he's also a disciplinarian. Eh? You're supposed to guide that child to achieve particular goal, to be something. Eh? And when you discipline a child, he will fear and he obey and he will at times even love you. Because, you know, if you as a father, you know what you're doing. For him, he might not know. But for a mother, it's a little bit difficult. And again, a child, and especially when it's a boy child, will not fear the mother so much. And if there was, they have seen other fathers from outside and they don't have a father, you see, they will think they are free. There is nobody to punish or to discipline them. That is the aspect. But some have also succeeded. A lot of parents have become, a lot of women or mothers have taken the role of father and mother. Yes.
So, in short, you try. There's lack of fathers to teach boys what it means to be a man and partner with someone in raising a family.
Yes, yes.
That's the conclusion.
Yeah, that's the conclusion. At least they are what we call absent fathers. You might be there as a father, but you have abdicated your responsibility. Because you see, the responsibilities is not just fathering, helping give birth. No, it's supposed to be more. And even when you have the children, guide them, bring them up. And this is now when you talk about what you require in a good father. You see, you must be open-minded as a father. You must be the disciplinarian. You must also teach your children the ways of the, not necessarily of the world, but everywhere. Do good things, good virtues, good principles. And then also you need, also like I said, you need to spend quality time with the children. You know, it's a lot. You build it by example. Because especially boys, they want to to follow. They want to follow their father. They check what they do. Not necessarily they pick up a match, or they follow more in seeing than even doing what they are being told. Being a role model and being a practical example. That one really makes them become what they become, or to develop into what they are in the end.
Yeah, in that perspective of they learn from their fathers, it even reminded me that most statistics rather,
Yes.
they show that example of children or kids who behave in an indisciplined manner, if you check their background, there's a missing father.
Yes, yes.
So really, even fathers are really important
Yes, yes.
in a family setting. Because I wouldn't want to say that all children who have been raised by a single father or are missing, like who have been raised without a father,
Yes.
that means they will be in discipline or whatever. But it's only that majority of the findings shows that most of them end up being a bad example. But
Yes.
as you said, there's some mothers who have done an incredible job to be
Yes.
both
Yes.
dads and mothers to their children, and their children are doing successful.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So to my other question is,
Maybe to add to that one.
okay,
You see, when we have a dad who is involved in the upbringing of a child, whether boy or a girl, there are better outcomes. When the dad is involved, there are better outcomes. And these better outcomes, like you said, maybe on discipline, because the child, as you grow, you will fear the father figure. And the father figure will not be showing that tenderness tender love is there, but tenderness in doing things might be a little bit rough, because he'd want you to become a little bit rough. So you will find when there is that presence of a father figure, even the self-esteem of that child is enhanced. Are we together? It gets enhanced, and at times they can even perform better. But what now science or statistics, what they are proving, even some of the ladies now, they are making very, very good fathers. They are making very good fathers. You find some children of single mothers, they have succeeded very well. They become very senior people in the society, very successful, and they become disciplined and all that. It all depends what method of bringing up that child, what values did the mother enshrine into the mind of that particular child.
okay. To the other question, are fathers important in a child's development? Do you think they are important?
Oh, yes. Like I've said earlier, the involvement of the father, it's very important. Like I said, it is important in that child. First of all, the child will have a self-esteem. You have a role model. Then the same child will the children will be guided. Although even in the mothers they guide them, but when there is a father figure, he will fear, and that fear at times even translates to honesty, to translate to integrity, and all that. And then again, there is what we call pro-social behavior. Because when a child just remains with the mother, you see there are some social behaviors. They are feminine, but you don't want that, especially if it's a boy child. You don't want him to go that way. You don't want him to think that way. We want him to be a man. We want him to think masculine. So those are some of the things we are calling pro-social behaviors, which are also important. And again, self-esteem is key, and especially when children go to school and they are of single parenthood, then they can be taunted by the other pupils. So that we're una dad, we're una mom, such things. So that you bring the self-esteem of that child down. So the involvement of a dad in the child development is very, very important. It's important and it is vital. Yeah, so it is important aspect which is should not be underestimated or undervalued. The role of a father in a child development, we can say one, as a father, you see the child as the child grows up, he knows that my father, he's the protector. That is one role. Eh? He's the protector. Some children even believe there's nobody who can beat their father. Eh? They know, oh, my father is the toughest. Eh? You are the protector. That is one major role. And then the other role, you must also provide. Like I said, there are these three very important things. When you provide, you must provide a shelter, you must provide clothing, and you must provide food. All those are the responsibilities of the father. So you are a provider. Eh? Apart from being a protector, you are a provider. Then you are meant, okay, the father, you're meant to be the head of the family. You head that family. There are some houses which are now being headed by women through abdication of duties, even when fathers are there, and maybe others because of absent fatherhood. So, but the father, one of the role is to lead the family, and to be dependable. You can be there, but you're not dependable. So you need to lead, and you need to be dependable, so that your children, you look upon you as the role model, as the lead, as the example, as what they want to become when they become big. When I grow up, I want to become like my father. But if your father is not dependable, dependable, even if our children, maybe because of love, they say that, but that they not really get what maybe in the end to become their love. The other thing is you must be loving. The other, you must love your family, because love cures a lot of problems. Love, protects. Love feeds. When there is love, there is a harmony. When there is love, there is peace. When there is love, there is oneness. And that is very important. This is the fabric, the important fabric in a family. So love is very important. So the role of a father is to love the family, to be compassionate, and on top of that, to seek the will of God. The father is the high priest of the house. So that is a major role as a high priest of his house. The role of the father is the high priest of the Lord. And then the other thing, the father is the one who blesses his children. He must bless his children. Blessings come from the father, and that is said in the Bible. So he has a lot of responsibilities, and his roles are quite wide. Yes.
Now to come to the sons, powerful things that sons learn from their fathers. Yeah,
powerful things are that they learn from the father. Okay. First of all, like I said, the father should be a role model. So the son is looking upon the father. So what is he going to learn from the father? First of all, he must discover his strengths, his qualities, and whatever is unique, you must discover that. You learn from your father. Like I said in the beginning, some children, they say, when I grow up, I want to become like my father. So part of those things is discovering his strength and his unique qualities. Then the other one, which is very important, how to treat and view especially women in life. That is important, because some men have treated their wives or have treated the opposite sex as secondary citizens, or not important persons. This is even seen in some cultures. So that is how the child will grow. He will pick that. Even when he grows up, he will treat women on the same way his father treat. So that is also very important. How to treat and view women in life, that is very important. Then the other thing, the general outlook of life. Eh? How does your father look at things? Eh? How does he, what is he doing? Is he successful? He's trying. Is he providing? Is he protecting? Are you satisfied? The general outlook, that is important. That is very, very important. And then the other one is, like I said, to read the family. He's the leader, head of the family. He must read the family as a high priest. And also, the children, the father, the child will learn or will form an identity, a personal identity from the father. By copying the father, you form your identity. So it is important to get to follow your dad and to be like your dad. That one makes you become something, your identity, your personal identity. Yes.
Thank you so much. To the final question,
Yes.
any advice to young men or new fathers out there who are starting this incredible journey of fatherhood?
Of fatherhood. Yes, that's a good question, Miles. And I think it's important. Now, what I say is important. First of all, as a young person, even before you go the family way, develop yourself. How do you develop yourself? The basic and the most important, it is good education. Good education will open you to see things, to have a different perspective. Eh? And in the process of good education, you learn how to set goals. Setting of goals. Don't do things without a purpose. Eh? Do things with a purpose. Be focused. That is important. When now we are that, as you move on, when you set goals, you try and achieve and set high goals, so that when you achieve them, you achieve high goals, and they will make you become very, very fulfilled, and it will show a trajectory of your success. By achieving your goals, you show your success, the upward. But if you are just there, no goals, you are still getting money, you are just wasting it, and you're not focused, you have a big, big problem. So the most important, make use of the time you have, get education, learn good morals, learn from the best, associate with the people who will make you move on. Don't associate with the people who will not challenge you. Don't associate with the people who are not progressive, who are not successful. Associate with the people who are successful. And when I talk of success, not only material, in the head, in education, in the way one sees things, in the way one discusses in a debate. These are the successful persons. Associate with them. We are told a person is an average of the 5 people who you associate with very, very often. So if you associate with the people who are negative, who are not successful, who are lazy, you also become lazy. But when you associate with the people who are very active, don't even have time for themselves, people who are successful, who are go-getters, who are achievers, who are bright, who have got property, you also become an average of such. So that is important. So when you when you want to become now a young father or to start a family, you'll have a foundation. So all those things I've talked about, they'll give you a foundation. A foundation. And don't do, okay, it's good to have to set high goals and achieve them, and it is good to have to have this aspect of you achieving a lot, to becoming successful, but not in the right way. There is the right methods of success, of achieving what you want. Even you are a go-getter, if you are an achiever, but achieve it in the right and the acceptable way. And this is normally dependent on your character. How are you? What is your character? You don't go and steal and say you are successful. Even if you become successful because of stealing, that is money which is not good, or that is wealth which is not blessed. So work hard, get that. So that now when you get your family, you start, even if you are going to start from down there, but work it up. So long you are focused, and so long you have morals, and so long you have the right attitude and view on what you want, and you have your goals and you have your targets which you want to achieve. That one will help. And then when you become a family person, the main problem we have now with the young people is that they want to get rich very fast. They want riches very fast. You cannot, Rome was not built in one day. Even Nairobi, your capital city, has become here over very, very many years. It was started in 1901. So many things. So start small, then grow. Don't really go for what you don't have or what you cannot achieve. It's good to have to set high goals, but get methods of achieving that. So what I pray is let the young adults move steadily or be ambitious, but don't fight and whatever. Don't look for things which are beyond you, or which you cannot, or which you think somebody achieved got this, I want to get this. Also no, amepata hiyo kitu namna gani? How did he achieve that? How did he get this? If now your friend, you left him college, he has never been employed, and he does not have a rich family, and he's driving a very nice car. His. You don't want to get the same, yet you don't even know how he got it. So it is good, do things in the right way, do things which are blessed, and in the end, and also ask God all the time. Don't leave God. You know, whatever you do, God is important. He will guide you. He will give you what you require, and He will bring success. Success, wealth, and all that, well-being, all come from God. Yes.
Thank you so much, Mr. Kibathi,
Yes.
for that wonderful session. Personally, I've learned a lot myself, and I'm sure also our viewers have also.
Yes.
And I would also like to invite you once again in another session,
Yes.
God willing. But we really appreciate this from me, our viewers. Yes. Thank you so much. And yes.
Yeah, thank you very much, Miles. That's very good. You're doing a good job. And as young people, this is quite encouraging. Keep it up, and the sky is the limit. And be focused, and ensure that you do things the right way. So long as you do things the right way, you'll not regret. I really appreciate it. Thank you.